Now let's talk about sitemaps for SEO, the Google crawler, page indexing, and what all this has to do with SEO and how we can make sure all this works perfectly for you with no bugs using the Google Search Console. And for that, we have to understand how the Google mechanism works. Google has this software. It's called the Google Bot. What the Google Bot does, it goes through every website. This is my website, for example. So what the Google Bot would do is it will come to my website and it will download everything from here. And it would look at the source of this page. I'm on Chrome, so if I go view page source, you'll see all the HTML and CSS that there is. And what the Google Bot does, it looks at all the links, all the instances of links. For example, here I searched for HTTPS and there's like 91 links. Some are commented out, as you can see, some are for some Google services, but some are to my other pages. And so the Google Bot collects all the links to all the pages, and then it goes to those pages next and does the same process over and over again until it crawls all your pages. Now, what happens if you have a page which isn't linked from any of your other pages? The Google Bot might never find it. So for that reason, we have sitemaps to help us understand what are all the pages that are crawlable, meaning Google can identify those pages. If you have Yoast SEO for WordPress, that software can create a sitemap for you. If you don't have that, you can go to xml-sitemaps.com. It's a free website, and you can put in your website. If it's under 500 pages, you'll get a free sitemap. And if it's over 500 pages, you will have to pay, but it's a minimal cost. There's something like $3.49 a month, and you really just have to do it once. So it's like a couple dollars really only. You don't have to do this way, but it's a relative standard. And then once you get a sitemap, either from the Yoast SEO WordPress plugin or from this site, and it's not something you would write manually, you would have it created for you, then you would go to your Google Search Console and you would add it there. Here I am in the Google Search Console. You see on the left side, we have a tab, Sitemaps, and you can see that I have a sitemap and it's telling me how many URLs there are discovered, 119. Now, how do you know if you have some broken links in your site? If you have broken links on your site, this tool will sometimes tell you about it, but you can also use another tool, brokenlinkcheck.com. If you enter a website, it will crawl it and it will tell you what are your broken links, and then you would go in and you fix those links. Usually it's probably like a typo error or something like that, but one simple typo error can make some of your pages not crawlable and break some of your links and damage your SEO. So this is a really easy way to fix your SEO problems that should never be there in the first place, but sometimes they creep in, especially if you have a relatively older site. After a lot of changes, every once in a while, just little bugs happen, and this is a really good way to identify those bugs. Now, do you need an XML sitemap? Not really. As far back as 2019, Google came out with some news saying, they don't really look at your sitemap. They have their own tools. They have their own ways. But it's still a good practice to create it, because you create it once every rare once in a while, and you just want to test. Let's say you have 300 pages on your site. You want to see, are all 300 crawlable? If not, then why not? You have to start debugging, maybe with this tool, maybe with the Google Search Console, so that you can see what are the problems. Because if your pages are not crawlable, they're certainly not going to go into the Google database, and they're not going to get indexed by Google, and they're only going to rank if they're crawlable and if they get indexed, and only then Google decides if they're going to rank your pages. So sometimes they don't rank your pages because they're either not crawlable, or maybe there's some broken links or something like that. So this is an easy thing to solve with these methods.